Howdy, gang. Welcome back to the psychiatrist man's that's us. That's us. So first off I was gonna say I went to like the store page, did a little more research. That was a while ago, so I don't exactly remember what I discovered. However, one of the big things, this game has about 5 or 6 acts. It sounds like there's 5 main acts, and we are in the middle of Act 3 right now. And then 6 is maybe a shorter one, or I don't know. Uh, see, those
each day.
On
we had a
Valentine's
couple of
Day.
one-off
Time for you
patients.
note,
Those
20
are
minutes
apparently
past
side
10.
quests,
Keep up, Doctor.
as they're
I'm a
listed.
grave digger.
A lot of them are
I
like
was at dinner
cameos
with
of
David
people
as my
from
husband.
other
On my
games.
lonesome. Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death when I'm dancing.
You get this day.
I guess they're
over
like
and
building
over.
a universe.
I black out. I don't
These
think she's got long.
FMVs
And the lorry just
are all connected in a
On the
way.
beach.
They have about 4 of
Is that
them
it
that
for
are out
today?
now, I think. That's pretty cool.
I can change my skin.
And skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients. I had a hot date. We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
On
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number. There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm a
Dr. Dekker date Nathan?
preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
Patterns?
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Right. I didn't actually need to watch that all again, did we? That's kind of just the montage that played when we advanced this chapter. Volumes all over it, yeah. There we go, that's the main thing. So apparently the murderer is actually randomized, guys. I didn't know that. I guess to keep things like, let's plays and, guides and stuff from, like, spoiling everything. I did that. So I guess basically everyone does have a legit problem and you can help all of them, but I guess they throw in some extra dialogue for whoever was the killer or not. And it's supposed to give you hints, but I think it could be literally any of them. Which makes me a lot less sure about it being only one of these two, because I guess everyone has a valid motive now. Anyways, let's get through these. Wow, he's wearing a dark shirt. It's like his white shirt, but dark. In my notes, do I have anything for him specifically? What is psychokinesis? I should ask Mariana about Dekker's home visits. Talk to Nathan. Claire killed David. I don't know his things. Talk to her about what happened to Ben. I never got a response on this one. I tried. I tried the day I got this, and I tried the day after. I feel like I'm missing a piece of vital information. Then again, since he's not giving me an answer, maybe he doesn't know what I'm even talking about. Maybe he didn't get a call. Did I ask about Ben? I don't know. Maybe I should try that real quick. Ben. Yeah, okay. As for Nathan, I feel like I've tried this every possible way already, but, did, Dekker Spell. It's been a minute. I know I said I was gonna be on a little more often because I don't have to work, but yeah, that didn't happen. I think it's been like 4 or 5 days. Yeah, it is just 2Ks. Okay. Did Dekker phone you? Right? They're English. They say phoning. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're gonna talk to Bryce. Oh, it didn't seem like he had anything specific in here. Oh, wait, I wonder if Bryce buried David. Right. That's Claire's husband. Yeah, let's... Hello.
Hello, Doctor. I've been thinking about our last session, and I just wanted you to know that I'm not a bad person. I know taking naked photographs is wrong, but you don't know what it's like until you face the same temptation. I'm assuming you don't know what it's like. Do you have an extra hour, Doctor?
I don't know if that was a yes or no question. Yes, I have an extra hour. No, I don't have a fucking extra hour. No. I don't have a fucking extra hour. And neither do you.
Thank God for that. There's someone else in my hour. A hooded figure, watching me and following me. I followed it too.
If it's following you, how can you follow it? That doesn't make sense. It's like dogs sniffing each other's butts, you know? Like Big 69. Hooded figure. A hood rat?
No. You have an interesting aura, Doctor. I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him.
Alright, you need to talk to me about Dekker?
I spied on Dr. Dekker not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
Repression?
I don't know what you're getting at.
Okay, hold on, why are you spying on him?
I don't know.
Why did you follow him?
Whatever it is that's following me, it doesn't want to catch me yet. If I move towards it, it runs away. And when I follow it past temptations. A bar brawl, an open till, an open bedroom window. Like it's testing me.
It's testing you?
I think that I'm becoming a good person, Doctor. I'm ashamed of some of the things I've done, but I'm getting better. The hooded figure, It's testing my morals. Judging me. For what? I don't know.
Hold on, right. You think you are becoming a good person?
In simple terms, I've got nothing to say.
Do you think you are a bad person?
No. Sorry.
A good person.
That means nothing to me.
Okay. Glad to hear it. Alright, we are like in the middle of two different tangents. I want to ask about Dr. Dekker's basement because it's relevant to the case. What was in the basement?
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell. It was dark, and she was chained.
Hot. Hold on.
I've nothing interesting.
I don't know. Like, it could be creepy, but I don't know, it could also just be what they're into, bro. Who are you to judge?
I removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her. I'm not evil. I destroyed evil.
You destroyed evidence is what you did. Bryce says he took a girl from Dekker's basement to a police station. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Well, not something, you know, as it tells that stick I was eating. Did the police say anything?
Is that supposed to mean something?
You think you destroy evil?
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions, Doctor. I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did, and so should you. And Doctor, if I wanted to kill anyone, I'd do it in the midnight hour, wouldn't I? And when was Dekker murdered?
Not in the midnight hour? What was it, 10, 11:30? Something like that. No, didn't he say he had an extra hour between 11 and midnight?
Don't know. I don't know.
I think it was 10:30. Something like that. I have it in my clues actually, right? "10:20 p.m. Between 8:30 and 10:30. Right.
In simple terms, I've...
Gotcha. Why did you want him dead?
I've nothing interesting to say.
Why did you think he was evil? No.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl. It was difficult to tell, it was dark, and she was chained.
Okay, well, girl was in italics, so, like, who was the girl?
No, sorry.
You brought her to the police station. Surely it was lit there. Why were you spying on him?
No.
Why were you feeling uneasy?
Don't know.
Don't know. Right, on the military defiant, paper spy, barn brawl. Think it's the military?
I'm surprised I haven't been approached earlier. I mean, my skills in the military. Special ops would be a breeze, wouldn't it? Waltz in past everyone during the midnight hour, get whatever you want, and return to friendly soil. It also makes me think that they might already know all of that, and that they want to get rid of me in case I tell anyone else. Would you do something for me, if they get me? Is that supposed to mean...
I don't know, maybe I'll do something for you. Yes, maybe I'll do something for you.
That means nothing to...
You son of a bitch.
Would you tell Jessica I love her? She didn't really know me that well, but I did love her. And also, there's a hard drive in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Please destroy it. Please, don't look at it.
Is that where you got all your MILF nudes? A whole hard drive full of them? A whole hard drive? I think it's one word, right? No, hard drive of MILF nudes.
There's a hard drive with all the pictures I've ever taken on it. The one in the bottom drawer of my drinks cabinet. Don't let Jessica see it.
I think this guy might just be a little too lonely. Something funny about that. I don't know why I laughed. Do that a lot. Say something stupid and then I laugh. Right. Did you notice the papers like in the office? Office?
Dr. Dekker frequently used that paper spike on his desk as an example. I'm sure he did it with the other patients too. He'd make me look at it, touch the point to see how sharp it was. He'd tell me that because I think it's sharp, it will hurt me. But if I thought it was nothing, it could pass right through my hand.
Did it ever pass through your hand?
In the last couple of sessions I had with him, he put the spike through his hand. He'd be grinning at me while he was doing it. No blood, no nothing. He tried to make me do the same, but I wouldn't.
Yep, this is pretty cool, right? Bet you wish you could do this, you fucking dork. That's funny, he was bullying him. Right, these are all the temptations he passed by. I assume things happened at them.
I split the brawl up.
He split up the brawl, wow. Or did he split up the bra?
I did nothing. I'm not stealing anymore.
I don't even know what a till is. Is it a granary? No. No, I have no idea what a till is, bruh. Damn English people, not using our English words.
I looked in.
You scum.
Watching other people is somehow built into our genes, Doctor. There was an old woman in bed. I went inside. Her bed covers were smoking. I think she'd fallen asleep holding a cigarette. I took the covers and put them in the bath. She'd have died otherwise. And no, I didn't take any pictures.
Okay, she would have died otherwise, but that's what we call natural selection, buddy. You don't fucking smoke a cigarette in your house, period, alright? It makes the whole place smell, it fucking ruins your walls. And smoking's bad for you, quit while you're ahead. But, if she dies because she fell asleep fucking smoking, 100% her fault. 100%. Could have been suicide too, you don't know. I'd say more about it, but there's no star, so there's no point. Yeah. Did you bury a David?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant. The coffin was so heavy. I remember because aft port side sprained his ankle. That and he wasn't lifting correctly.
Sprain? I don't know how to spell that. Sprained ankle.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Shit. Why was the coffin so heavy?
In simple terms, I've got...
Claire didn't look sad.
I've nothing interesting.
She asked you to do anything special with the mod.
No. Sorry.
You son of a bitch. That's like exactly the question said you're right. Close.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Doctor. I saw Claire Castleford's husband in the coffin myself before carrying him to the grave. He is in the ground. I'm sure it wouldn't take much for the police to get an order to have him exhumed. Just make sure it's done on Tuesday morning when I'm off.
She told Claire Bryce says her husband is in the ground. Alright, so that's like proof that she killed him.
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer.
Pallbearer?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer.
You are a pallbearer? I don't know what that means. It sounds like it's the guy who's like carries the coffin down for the ceremony, but like, what does classically trained mean? Does that mean that he was like that before he was an undertaker?
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety considerations. Not everybody can do it. Well, properly at least. Occasionally I step in if the funeral director is short-shouldered. I do remember her face. She wasn't upset in the usual way. She seemed agitated. Her husband must have been a giant.
She seemed agitated.
Don't know.
You stepped, I don't know. Filled in as the director?
Is that supposed to mean?
Said one more thing.
I'm actually a classically trained pallbearer. There are a lot of health and safety.
Right, health and safety.
That means nothing to me.
What do you mean? Not everybody can do it.
I don't know what you're getting.
I get what he means. You're fucking lugging around a corpse. You know, so you gotta keep it pretty clean. I'm not sure. Aft port side. What does that mean? That's the guy who sprained his ankle, right? What the hell is aft port side, though?
I find using nautical terms to describe the position of pallbearers fitting. Plus, most of them are 3 sheets to the wind. You know, drunk.
Right, well, I guess the coffin is vaguely ship-shaped, so that's good. Yeah, you love Jessica?
I don't know.
You don't know. That's right, because you haven't talked to her, ever. Creep. Oh boy.
I put my hand through a rusty nail at work today. It hurt like hell and bled like I'd been shot. I closed my eyes and thought, this isn't happening. The nail is just a worm, and it will wriggle through me. When I looked back, can you guess what I saw?
Did you see a worm nail?
That's hurting my head.
What did you say?
No. When I looked back at my hand, it was healed. Look, see?
How did your hand heal?
My hand had healed. The nail had become a worm and was wriggling in my palm. It was like a little miracle, like magic.
Gonna copy and paste psychokinesis.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Yeah. Would you believe in magic?
I shouldn't really say miracle or magic. They're words that Dr. Dekker used when he tried to get you to think things and make them real. But do you think it's real, Doctor? That magic is real?
Hey, isn't that like exactly what you were showing with the paper spike? No. No, no, no. No, magic is not real. Do I believe that? I think I do. Yeah, magic not real. It's all lies. It's all lies. People are stupid. People are gullible. So that's always a fool. You know, I think maybe you just like fantasized about that their nail. And yeah, didn't happen. Didn't happen. Fake news.
And so it isn't. I envy you, Doctor. I wish I could be so sure.
Right, because if you believe it's not real, then you're not being real, right? Eh. I guess that's the end of that tread. I don't know why I would ask about Jessica. I mean, aside from the fact that he said to tell her that he loves her, even though he doesn't talk to her, but I'm sure. Have you seen Jessica? See, seeing her and talking to her are two completely different things. So this is like this is proper wording.
Jessica is a beautiful woman. I've not spied on her since the incident we talked about. I have real feelings for her, Doctor. We've never connected.
No penetration. Gotcha. You never connected?
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. It's nice you think I'm capable of such basic interaction with females. but I'm still in awe of her, really. I will think about it, though.
I don't know what I just told him, but I think I encouraged him to connect. Right, well, I'm sure that's healthy for him in some way. Like, you know, maybe if he gets to the point where she sends him real nudes, the nudes he took won't matter so much anymore, will they? No, they'll still matter, but hopefully he'll have the conscience to delete them and keep the new ones forever. Those are a trophy. You hold on to those.
I don't know who it is. My initial thought was that it was you. That I told you about my affliction and somehow you'd got it too. Now I think maybe it's the military or some organization that wants to use the hour themselves. Maybe it's Dr. Dekker risen from the dead. I need to talk to you about him.
Dekker risen from the dead.
Sometimes a grave I've dug becomes undug. People blame it on grave robbers. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe the grave was undug from the inside out, not the outside in.
Maybe you just didn't dig it.
The gravedigger would know.
And you just talked about how you undid the nail. Maybe you can undo your graves too, because you didn't want to bury the bastard. Cool. I got rid of that star. I asked the right question. Feels good.
I spied on Dr. Dekker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
Sounds like you want to tell me. Not long before he was murdered was in like bold print or something, so what do you know about the murder?
I've nothing interesting to say.
How long before he was murdered?
I don't know what you're getting at. I spied on Dr. Dekker, not long before he was murdered. I'm not sure I should tell you what I saw in his basement.
Why are you not sure you should tell me? I'm the doc.
In simple terms,
You fuck. When did you start spying on Dekker?
I didn't need an extra hour to realize Dr. Dekker was strange.
I asked why he was spying on him before, but I mean I guess that did it.
I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you. I know you record these sessions, Doctor. I'm not going to be filmed saying I wanted him dead. But I did, and so should you. I don't know.
Balls. I don't know what it wants. I don't know what it wants from me. Talk about the chain girl again.
Removed the chains, dressed her, and sat her in the police station. There's no evidence, though. No evidence of what he'd done. But she was free. I saved her.
Hold on. Did you take a picture?
That means nothing to me.
Did you take a picture of the chained girl?
No, I didn't feel lustful, Doctor. I was angry. If I had taken pictures, there would at least been some evidence. A sicker man would have taken pictures and saved the day.
Yeah, you should have. Alright, you get to fucking beat your meat and save the day. Like, that's the best outcome.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker was returning upstairs. I skipped past him, and there she was, a girl.
I think I already asked something like this. Did you ever find out who the girl was?
No, sorry.
What? Why was the girl in the basement? Yeah, so I felt uneasy. You didn't give me anything.
I'd been feeling uneasy with Dr. Dekker for some time. I mentioned how he'd changed before, so I began spying on him at home. One night, the basement door was open, and Dekker...
Where did Dekker live? Did you see anything else?
Don't know.
Don't know. Bro, I don't know. Obviously, he did it in his extra hour, right? Or no, Dekker was going upstairs when he slipped past him, so like this was real time. Because he brought it to the police station in real time, and they didn't say anything. And that's really bugging me that the police don't have anything to say about it. Freaking police, motherfuck.
No. I believe that Dr. Dekker was a truly evil man, and so should you.
Why should I believe Dekker was evil? Eh. Bryce, I've got nothing. Ooh, you're a very hard person to talk to, you know that? He is. He's, definitely the strangest one here. In fact, he seems to be a lot crazier than everyone else at this point in time. I don't know if that's my fault, or if that's just who he is because he's so lonely, but yeah, I'm starting to trust him a lot less. He also admitted that he won Dekker dead, so like, that's not good. Let's. I don't think anyone else had anything to do with Claire, so we can move on to her now. Hello, Claire.
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
You saw the girl again.
Sorry, I don't know.
What was the girl playing?
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy. I just watched her from the bedroom window. She'd caught a fish. She was holding it in her hands.
She was holding a fish? That's weird. A fish.
I wasn't close enough to see, but for all intents and purposes, it looked as if the fish bit her.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Why'd you say that? Or is that the song the girl was singing because the girl was her, as we suspected last time? Yeah. That sounds about right. Or she's just being creepy. Even though it's probably a nursery rhyme. Seen her arrested for, and do you know anything about the paper spike? Yeah.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy. I just watched her from the bedroom window. She'd caught a fish. She was holding it in her hands.
Okay, I don't know how this is a new question, but bedroom window is very clearly italicized. Yeah, watched from the bedroom window. Creepy.
Oh, I found the key. It must have been there all along, in a drawer in the hallway.
That's why it's weird.
I could have sworn I'd looked there already.
You found the key. That's cool.
Oh, I found the key. It must have been there all along, in a drawer in the hallway. I could have sworn I'd looked there already.
The key was inside? I don't know. Why did you look for the key again? I think key is the key word here. It was supposed to pop up when I said, wait, don't you not have the key?
Oh, I found the key. It must have been there all along, in a drawer in the hallway.
How did you miss the key? What do you mean it must have been there all along?
Try asking me something I might...
Woman, you're very obviously lying to me about not having the key before. Okay, well, god damn it. Did you know about this sharp-ass paper spike?
A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or through his eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? Do you know, Doctor?
There was a lot of blood.
It's a messy business, stabbing someone. You'd imagine that it would be like slicing into a pie with all the filling just slowly oozing out, but it's so much more dramatic, like popping a cork of a bottle of champagne. Blood sprayed everywhere. A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or through his eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? Do you know, Doctor?
Why is the spike an odd weapon?
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
Why are you coming here, woman? That's a lot of use cases for a paper spike. Right, so, why did you not tell me David is dead?
If David doesn't exist, then that means that I really did kill him. He really is buried, and I really should be going to prison for a very long time. That just doesn't seem right to me. It's more probable that I reanimated him under Dr. Dekker's guidance.
That's very creepy. Don't say that. You reanimated him?
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life, as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me. That's not relevant here.
She just, like, expects me to believe that she brought this dude back from the dead? Like... She seems really confident about it, is the thing, so maybe she did bring him back. But that's still something you don't do. Why did you bring David back?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it. I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
You think you are a necromancer? What were the results? Yeah, that's what she said. What were the results?
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead.
Yeah, that makes
Important bit.
sense.
So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
Why didn't you heal him? Why don't you heal him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
How about you use magic to resurrect him? You can obviously use magic to heal him. It's Neanderthal.
I don't know what you're after, but I don't know anything about that.
You have a problem.
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers, which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
How are you gonna wave away murder without proving that the man's still alive? He's gotta vouch for you regardless of the questions that are raised.
I don't know, Doctor.
Probably yes or no, right? How can I help you? Yeah, basically what I asked.
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder. To lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer.
Yes, you are.
But I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor?
I think there's a decent chance he killed your parents and you killed David. Doesn't matter if you feel bad about it, you still fucking killed him. You'll probably do it again. Yes, you are a killer. That paper spike thing. Way too much, woman. I don't know why I put question marks. Yes, you are a killer! Exclamation point.
At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me?
Yeah.
Was I temporarily insane?
No. Not temporarily insane. You are insane. No, you weren't. And for fairly insane. You are insane. And that's what I said. Those are the words that came out of my mouth.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that. Let's have a few more sessions before you seal our fates. Or is it that you want something else? Like Dr. Dekker did?
Whoa, were you dating Dr. Dekker?
Think, Doctor, think. Use your brain.
Woman, what?
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
Why didn't you reanimate reanimate the mouse.
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house, just for me, and he asked me to reanimate her. It was Iris. I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem. So I agreed. I just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted, a temporary insanity diagnosis.
That goes back to what other guy said. Iris. Who is Iris? Was that one of the patients? No, her name was Jasmine.
The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway. Time was frozen. Is that supposed to mean something? The girl who was chained in the basement. Her name is Iris. How do you know that? Not that it means anything. She wouldn't remember me anyway.
Why wouldn't she remember you?
That means nothing to me. I don't know. I've nothing interesting.
Yeah, I got none. I thought that was gonna go somewhere and it didn't. Well, it almost did, but... Oh, I spelled Claire wrong.
I had no idea there was a connection between those two. Wow. Behind closed doors, eh?
Huh. Maybe the coffin was so heavy because it had two bodies in it? Anyways. Nah. Did you reanimate Iris?
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her. I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
Yeah, I don't remember who Iris even is, to be honest. I think that was maybe her friend that she stayed with when her parents died. Or, no, that was the woman her husband was cheating on her with. That's right. That was the whole issue. I've been focusing too much on the fact that she fucking stabbed her husband. I forgot to use a fucking lecture.
You sound confused.
Right, guy's buried. What's his name? David?
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult, unless you pay the right people.
Who did you pay?
I don't know anything.
Now Bryce and Clare says he's been smuggling bodies. Who did you pay to smuggle the body?
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what you're after. Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult, unless you pay the right people.
I guess that was the same question? I don't know. Fuck. Who did you bribe?
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm afraid I don't know. Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the ghost.
Alright, what made Dekker change his mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Yes, I would.
Very well. In our next session.
Swear to God, she better bring in a fucking waifu pillow.
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see?
Dekker saw David.
I think it was a mistake taking Dr. Dekker to see David. Dr. Dekker wanted to examine him, so they went into a different room. I wasn't worried. David wouldn't speak. But Dr. Dekker seemed very distant after that. He didn't say a word on the way back. Try asking me something.
Did Dekker find anything when he examined David? Why didn't Dekker say anything?
I don't know, Doctor.
Yeah, of course you don't. Of course you don't. He didn't say anything.
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life, as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
David can't talk.
He made sounds. I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again.
Why don't you kill him
I
again?
think it's his brain. At least he is safe where he is.
I think he'd rather be in the ground. No, he is hunting. He is living at his fucking lake house. American dream and all. David's still afraid of you?
That's not relevant here.
It is. Is David still scared?
I don't know anything.
Yeah, I don't.
He made sounds. I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain.
How would you fix his brain?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life. Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed it to happen, and it did. Dr. Dekker told me it was possible, but only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
Right, I think that comes down to your own belief again. Once he's in the ground, he's really dead. Till then, you don't want to believe he's dead. You could understand him?
Think, Doctor, think.
What kind of sounds did he make? Did he make?
I don't know anything.
Ass. I hate that I've come in 2 cases in a row where I have a lot of green stars left. I don't know where that one's going. I guess I want to talk more about that. I feel like I need to get something out of Bryce to get that to go forward.
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor? I think it was a mistake taking Dr. Dekker to see David. Dr. Dekker wanted to examine him, so they went into a different room. I wasn't worried. David wouldn't speak. But Dr. Dekker seemed very distant after that. He didn't say a word on the way back.
Why was it a mistake going Dekker.
I don't know, Doctor.
Why was it a mistake?
Think, Doctor. He made sounds. I could
Retry this.
That's not relevant.
Yeah, of course it's not. Right, her arrest report, right? That's the only thing I have to talk to her about. I should probably reread that. Neighbor of the Bower House, both persons drinks blood, steak knife, man's her husband, you're arrested under suspicion of murder.
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
Okay. Your neighbor called the police.
My neighbors seem far more interested in my business than they are their own. The lake house only has one house opposite, and it was on sale for some time. I suppose I should have bought it.
That doesn't sound like you weren't planning this for a while at all. There. You were both covered in blood. His steak knife. These are all underlined words, so I'm going through them.
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
Why didn't you have time to think about it?
I'm getting tired of all these questions.
You didn't have time to think about it.
I'm afraid I don't know.
You didn't have time.
Sorry. The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
Why did you need a weapon?
Try asking me something else.
Is a steak knife even sharp? The ones we have like rounded tips, so you can't stab with them, and then they have a serrated blade for, cutting, obviously, but cutting and stabbing are two different motions.
I don't know what you're after. That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
There you go. Did you mean to kill him?
I don't know anything.
Woman!
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her. He said he didn't love me anymore. Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly. I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
None of that is okay. Alright, fucking life lessons here. You're trying to break up with someone, don't even do it. Fucking ghost them, okay? Make sure you never let them into your house. You don't give them a house key because you're not married. Except in her case, they were. And, you know, bye-bye. I'm kidding, that's terrible, but, don't let that happen either. Make sure you come in wearing a fucking full suit of plate mail. Where you break the news.
He's buried at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him. Bryce was a pallbearer for David. He's also a grave digger, I believe. How astute, Doctor. Yes, I did say I hadn't seen Dr. Dekker outside of our sessions. That wasn't a lie. Our trip to the lake house was made during a session.
Oh, well, excuse me. It's true. It's true! Multiple days running. I feel like we're retreading only ground here.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
I don't know, you either didn't fucking kill him, or... I didn't even consider this. That too. Huh.
I assure you, David is not a ghost. I've touched him.
Whoa. TMI.
Since I brought him back, I felt that there was something different about him, something not quite right. I think it's his brain. But how ludicrous that you can bring someone back in the first place. It's like that book, Pet Cemetery. Funnily enough, he does smell of earth, but that's because he spends most of his time out hunting.
Huh. That was a movie, wasn't it? I didn't watch it, of course. I don't really... A lot of horror movies are very stupid. I don't watch them. Right? Like, they all rely on the same kind of jump scares. There's always the violin. And you're a bitch if you jump to that, but you always will, because it's designed to make you do that. And then, there's really not a lot of thought put into it. Let's get a bunch of college kids drunk, and then, Slasher Man shows up, and, GG. And ghost stories, those are always bad. They're always bad. Made up. Fake. Fake news. Yeah, I'm just... There's not a lot of good horror movies, are there? I don't think so. That said, I haven't watched a ton either, because I obviously haven't had a good experience with the few I have seen.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Was David even dead?
Try asking me some.
Do you believe in magic?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
Ghost, human, nah, I don't know. You know a lot about stabbing someone. Obviously she does, but yeah, I hate that there's stars on some of these because I feel like there's not enough information for me to keep going. Obviously, some of it has to come down to me. Like, it can't all just be the verbal mirroring or whatever it's called, but I don't know. When so many of my sentences aren't interpreted correctly, I don't feel like I'm encouraged to type stuff that they didn't say to me, you know? That's how I'm feeling.
No. You have an interesting...
How much did Claire pay you?
In simple terms,
Fine. We'll move on. The Elin. Shape changer. That's her thing. She has an actual problem. Let's talk about it.
I'm fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's Terry. Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore. I gave it back. All of it. Every single keepsake.
That's good. You gave it all back.
Sorry, I wish I could help.
Why did you give it all back?
You told me to.
Yeah, I did, but like...
Not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them.
Yeah.
And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The lockets, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
Hold on. Okay, there's like a lot of ways to spell Sarah, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, Sarah. See, there's like that, and there's like Sarah with an E, and there's like Sarah, like Michael Sarah, and there's just Sarah, which is pronounced the same way. Anyways.
Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
That's why he talked about his mother so much with you, right? Tell me about, his mother.
That doesn't really matter. Dr. Dekker's mother. She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago. I've been a nurse for ages, but I've only worked at the nursing home for the last year. I tend to move around quite a bit. I get quite fidgety if I stay in the same place too long.
Because you're killing people? Maybe. When did Sarah die?
I can't remember exactly. I'd only just started seeing Dr. Dekker. You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The lockets, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me.
Why did you keep the bird?
It was just a little china bird, sort of a yellowy blue pattern on it. I don't think it's worth anything.
Did you want to keep the stuff?
I don't know.
Like, just because I told you shouldn't have kept it, didn't mean you had to give it back. That's all I'm saying. I feel bad. If you wanted to keep it, you could have. It's not my job to tell you you're a bad person. You just are. Right, how's Terry? How's Hilda? Oh, yes, Paper Spike, of course.
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
How did Terry react?
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although, she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Why did she scratch you?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
You are going to be her daughter?
I don't know. Sorry.
Do what tonight? Yeah, no,
You know the answer to
Yeah,
that,
I do.
Doctor. What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
I don't know, you can fucking kill her. Is Elin going to pretend to be on the...
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love. It might help if you close your eyes. Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't think it's gonna work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not gonna die anytime soon.
I would have closed my eyes, but I wouldn't have known when to open them back up is the thing. Gah. Why didn't it work?
Ask me something else. It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, "It's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum," or "I love you, Dad." But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version. That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
Exactly. Why bother shifting?
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor, do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
Yes. You know, if fucking... I don't know, if I didn't have a good relationship with my father, let's say, and, you know, I either didn't want to see him when on his deathbed, or I really wanted to fucking kill him myself, I could. Or I wouldn't have come. And, like, she was just putting me there without asking me, against my will. You know, maybe I wanted the man to die without seeing me. Hypothetically. Yes, it's wrong. If she listened when I told her that stealing was wrong, so, you know, maybe she'll stop.
So you're saying I should let Hilda die without seeing her daughter one last time?
She didn't want to see her. Yes, let Hilda die alone. Her daughter didn't want to freaking see her.
I don't know if I could do that, Doctor. I'd be letting her down. I'd have to think about it.
She's not gonna listen to me. She likes to watch people die. And that's her thing. It's a special moment that everyone should see. They're not okay.
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, "It's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum," or "I love you, Dad." But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version.
I like Disney. And of course not, it does matter what their relationship was like.
No.
No, you're wrong. You sound just like them.
Is that really what you want to talk about?
Your voice changes.
I don't know anything about that. That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you. I feel like you're clutching at straws.
I don't.
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it.
Unbelievable.
Ask me something else.
I swear to God, is there an E in there?
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up.
Eli. Yeah, okay.
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard, you know? I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me. It'll be better after she's seen her daughter.
Why is Hilda fighting you? The scratch was nothing.
Is that really what you want to talk?
Damn it, woman!
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her meds. It's hard.
What are her meds?
I've got her on a herbal compound. St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients.
You made her meds?
I've got her on a herbal compound. St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients. The rules are that you're not supposed to give a patient anything that isn't on their charts. But I talked it over with Hilda first, and she was happy to try the herbal approach.
Okay, well, she doesn't fucking want him anymore, so, like, stop giving him to her.
The rules are that you're not supposed to give a patient anything that isn't on their charts. But I talked it over with Hilda first, and she was happy to try the herbal approach.
Why don't you break the rules?
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the
It
doctors
might.
at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients. Besides, Dr. Dekker didn't have a problem with it.
I'm sorry. Dekker was okay with it.
I feel like you're clutching.
Dekker didn't have a problem with it. Now, anyways, you're not supposed to give them anything that's not on the chart so they can keep track of what is in their body at the moment, right? You don't want to mix up the wrong kind of medicines and end up accidentally killing someone or overdosing them. So, like, she wasn't keeping a record of all the herbs that she's giving her and the dosage and whatnot, and the doctor didn't know. That's bad.
We talked about it once. He said I should do what I wanted and not worry about what anyone else thought.
That's not true. That's bad.
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know anything about. Absolutely. I'm not being big-headed or anything, but I'd do anything for my patients.
Okay, well, I guess that's that. Give me the full list.
I don't know. I've got her on a herbal compound. St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage.
What are the other herbs?
That doesn't really matter. Let's talk about something.
Woman. Okay, bronchitis.
No.
Hilda is in pain? No. Hmm. I don't have anything specific to ask her besides the paper spike thing. Did you want to give the stuff back?
Sorry, I wish I could help.
Ah. You didn't keep anything else?
I don't know anything about that. Ask me something else. You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The lockets, the watch.
You didn't have a choice?
Sorry,
Oh well, right, tell me about the paper spike. I don't know how to ask this anything other than tell me about the paper spike, like...
It's true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why is it weird paper spike is used? Exactly what I was thinking.
Dr. Dekker used to play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. At this bit, here, between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
There wasn't any blood?
I was a bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
You thought it was a trick? How do you know the spike is real? Okay, yeah.
Dr. Dekker gave me the paper spike to try. It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
Yeah. There's no green stars around any of that, right? Yeah. Well, Oh. It's weird that all this stuff pops up after I've cleared it. It's like, why? Why didn't you want me? That's a really good question. We wasn't supposed to talk about her. I should have asked that.
It just makes things complicated, doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother before I started seeing Dr. Dekker. She's dead, and now he's dead. I'm sure you're going to have a field day with it.
Did you know they were using her mother? Yeah. No, obviously she did, but...
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
Why do you refuse to talk to you? Oh.
I told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But he wasn't interested. It wasn't like he hated her. It was just like it wasn't important. He asked me to take care of it for him. He did send his assistant along to see her once. Sorry, your assistant.
Jaya Solar?
I don't know. Sorry.
Woman. Dekker sent Jaya to see his mom?
No.
Hey, well, what do you mean take care of it?
It was about the second, third session we had. He said he could tell that I was a good person, that I wanted to help people, and that I should think really hard about how I could do that. That's how I discovered shifting.
Right, you invent your own power, of course. That's how it works. The Dekker's idea for you to shift?
I think Dr. Dekker showed me something that was always there. I've always wanted to help people. I hate to see people suffer. I don't think Dr. Dekker made me into a shifter, but I don't think I'd be doing what I do if it wasn't for him. His mum was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
Ah, boy. Did you shift for her?
I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. I mean, I didn't actually expect anything to happen. I just thought, what would really help this woman? I thought maybe she would just imagine that he was there. But it actually happened. I changed into him, Dr. Dekker. It blew my mind.
I know she wasn't just imagining it, and you also imagined it. Or being crazy.
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
Why did you keep going to Dekker?
That doesn't really matter.
Does. How did you know, Sarah was, dying?
Is that really what you want to talk about?
It is. You know, she does an aura change, but there has to be more to it than that. You have your herbal compounds. You know, little valerian here, little John's wort, little hemlock, the usual stuff.
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
You just add rules? I thought you just need to hold the hand.
Dr. Dekker didn't know about Hilda. I don't think I mentioned her to him.
Why not?
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
You can't, change the criteria. It's your power. You made the power. Why can't you change how it works?
I feel like you're...
Yeah. Yeah. We only got that because there's beautiful patched in feature. I feel kind of bad that I keep using this because, like, you know, it's like I'm not playing the game to a certain extent. However, like, I'm saying these things out loud before I click it, and I just pick whichever one's closest to what I said. Oh, like, I don't know. I'm just taking whatever the game gives me for free, and I'm clicking on the correct way to input something, because I put it in wrong, like, 60% of the time. Anyways, I probably wouldn't have gotten very far if this didn't exist. Needless to say. I think that's all we have to say, Elin. Now we got time. Probably just gonna do this last one. Yeah. Probably taking over 20 minutes or so. My eyes are really itchy, I don't know why. I really want to sneeze too. I mean, you guys see me keep holding back a sneeze. Maybe I should just blow my nose already. Speaking of which, doesn't it just irk the fuck out of you when you see someone get up, take a tissue, and then just like the lightest blow possible, like they're not even trying to get whatever they got up for out? It irks me, because like that's a waste of a tissue. Why'd you even stand up if there wasn't anything in there for real? Anyways, Mariana, possible killer, what we call Black Widow, self-conscious even though she shows off a lot of skin and stuff. Yeah, her character's all over the place. Flip-flopper.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
I didn't ask.
It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Why don't you like rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Why don't you like it? Why do you feel blue?
I pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just passing through.
So, what? She's reminded that she doesn't have a place to call her own. Sad. And she can just buy a place, right? You are just passing through.
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily.
You kill
Once
someone.
you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Sure you wouldn't be so self-conscious if you had people who knew you? Why do you move around a lot? A lot. A lot is, it feels like one word, but it's two separate things. I don't know why. It's an expression, not a word.
Nope. Nothing.
Why don't you stay anywhere?
I don't know anything about that.
Ugh.
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Why, you get bored?
You'll have to ask me something else. I really don't know. I don't know.
Okay, well. There's a star here, that means there's more to this, but that's all she wants to talk about today, and she's not letting me dig in more, so, paper spike? Paper spike?
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
What? Why do you spike your checks? How do you spell check? Is that really how you spell check? I had no idea.
I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
You don't have money?
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
You don't drink.
I don't know about that.
You don't drink. You don't drink. Wait, why do you always mention freaking alcohol when you don't drink? Is it really that easy to be pretty, guys? Can I just, like, go out with my fucking Fabio-ass hair, Fabio wig on, fucking open down to the midriff shirt, and, like, tuxedo pants, some body oil, and just, like, have women buy me food? That's the way to live. Gotta tell you, that sounds fucking great.
I mainly like drive-thrus. I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget.
People buy you your food at a drive-thru? What is going on with you, woman? You're a fidget? People buy your drive-thru food?
Try again?
You dislike crowds and visit nightclubs? Yeah, sure.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different.
Well, they're not.
The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
You attract all the attention when you're dancing naked, woman. Why slink?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
Well, why you kissing random guys and walking away, huh? It's bad. Don't do that. You succubus. And what's he supposed to do? Say thanks? Thank you. Where do people follow you? Into the bathroom?
They follow me. Wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
To the shitter, bro. You said they don't want... Mariana wants me to guess where people follow her. What happens after they follow her? Do they follow you home?
Yes. They follow me home.
You fuck them.
They're silent. It's like a trance.
Trance?
They're in some kind of trance, like zombies. But I don't know what they want. I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me.
Do they follow you to the bathroom? Where do people follow you?
They follow me.
Do they follow you to the beach? You told me to ask where they follow you. What happens after?
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
Yeah. You kill them? That's how you spell that.
You're not getting it. It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see. They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
Oh, that's creepy. Jeez, dudes. I had a runny nose in so long. Right, if you had any more blackouts, that's a good question, but also, why don't you want attention?
You will have to ask me something. Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy.
Why is it creepy?
I don't want people to follow me. I'm not trying to get them to do anything.
You're kissing them. You kiss random guys.
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
Ah, I see. Nobody wants to get a scene falling around the thought. It doesn't work if people watch. If people are watching.
If I kiss somebody and a lot of people are watching, they don't follow me. Too embarrassed, I guess.
Yeah, you kissed a girl.
I don't know about that.
I don't know why that would be
I'm
significant.
not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too.
Try woman.
I really don't know.
How do you spell
I'm
siren?
not a siren.
Siren. Symbol.
Interesting that you should say that. Dr. Dekker said the same thing. And he's dead now. Siren. Mermaid. Do you think I could really be one?
Nah, I'm sticking with succubus. A succubus of the sea. Essentially what a siren is, but not the fish parts. Where do people fall in? I tried. I did.
They follow me.
Hold on. To the beach.
I don't know.
To the bathroom.
You're not getting.
I tried. I don't know where else people would follow her, and I don't know why home is the only one that got a response. And the other one just pointing back to this question, even though it asked me to ask her various places in my notes. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
There was one guy. A real gym buddy. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing. Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me. It was creepy. I got him to follow me outside, and then I just shut the door.
I see, you brought in the one Chad virgin. He didn't know what to do. To their death. Follow you to the store? I don't know.
No, not shopping.
Not shopping. Why not? Hey, the star's gone. Dope. Not shopping though, so that works. Do you dance with them?
Try again?
Of course not.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
You don't want to attract too much attention.
Nope. Nothing.
Oh boy.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are
The whole
different.
thing's italic. I obviously have to ask about
The
it.
lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Uh, you don't like attention.
I don't know anything about that.
How do you spell attention? I'm gonna look it. I'm gonna check it. Attention. I spelled it right, and I spelled it wrong the first time because there are two T's, but I spelled it right. Ah boy, I don't know why that's not getting me anywhere. Came to a dead end there too. Why do you move around so much?
I don't know about that.
Of course not. Right. Any more blackouts?
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today. Do you want to come with me to the beach?
Why do you want to go back to the beach? Said that was the issue, right? You haven't had a blackout since you stopped going, so like, keep not going. But yes, I do want to go to the beach with you. Before you mention something, maybe don't you come to the beach? Let's say yes, just to like be just doubly sure.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
How do I know it's not yours? Siren? Right, well, the other question's gone. I don't suppose it's the same thing. Maybe someone should go to the beach with you.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess those were the same thing. I don't know why that was the response to it though. Beautiful. Right, she said she saw something beautiful in a dream, I think, but she couldn't remember what it was.
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm, glowing, like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home. And then I wake up.
You are from the sun? I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. Why a beacon? Sure. I'd probably just say a beacon. I don't know what why would mean in that context. A bacon.
It's so beautiful. It calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
What does the dream mean? Your dream can mean many things. A metaphor for current issues, searching for something. Maybe she's making it up. Are you the beacon? Are you the light? Come on. Further. The dream is symbolic. Okay. It's possible that she keeps moving around, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, as I was trying to say with those other things, she is that light beacon thing, and everyone else is in the trance for her. You know, what the zombie issue is. But why would that be? Is that light inside of her? Do you like have an alien parasite or something from the ocean? XCOM Terror from the Deep? I'm gonna say it's symbolic, I guess.
Yes, I suppose I follow that glow like people follow me. I
There we
still don't
go.
know what it means, though.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Thank you. Well, now I'll try the other things, because I actually might get mad if I accuse her of making it up. You're okay with men buying you drinks? I tried to ask about that before. I said she didn't fucking drink. Hey, can you get this lady a nice, cool water? Yeah, I'll get her puss wet for sure.
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink.
But do you
I'm a
drink
very
it?
good-natured girl.
Do you drink it?
I don't know.
Why are you good-natured? Coronavirus scans are on the rise. Find and how to stay safe. Yeah, guys, whenever you see any kind of pop-up or ad, you don't click it, and yeah, you don't fucking click it, guys. You see a webpage pop up that says you've got a virus now. Fuck you. Just close the webpage, and yeah, you should probably still run your antivirus, but as long as you didn't click anything, you're probably fine. Because like I don't know, they need to have a chain back to your computer specifically, and that's why they're usually good. By default, internet programs aren't allowed to alter files on your computer or whatever, because that's extremely dangerous. Obviously, you have to like give it explicit permission to do so.
Don't you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
That doesn't mean you're good natured. It just means that you're a fucking charmer. Okay? Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're falling for me, Doctor. Don't let that get in the way of helping me.
Falling into a prison cell with you. Still don't trust you. Just tell me more about Dekker. She didn't want to tell me everything the first day, so maybe she's still withholding information, right? Tell me more about Dekker.
Are we still talking about him?
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to
just interested in me, Doctor.
solve his murder, woman. Shit. Yeah, he did home visits.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits.
You suggested
I
them.
think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
On investment?
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
Well, not if you just want to fucking leave. And if you don't want to pay me, you can get the fuck out right now. I don't give a shit about your problems. No, I'm not thinking of doing home visits. As scandalous as it would be. No, I don't trust you enough to come to your home.
That's good. I'm not sure I can afford any more of your time.
Oh, yes, of course. The money issue. Do you feel comfortable in my office?
I really don't know.
Do you like my office?
You're not getting...
Okay. Well, she said she felt uneasy in the office before, and that's why the home visit started. Yeah.
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
Growing correctly?
He called it aversion therapy. Whenever I felt the urge to go to the sea, he would do something unpleasant.
Huh? What?
I don't know what you'd call it, but it was unpleasant for me.
Did he eat your ass? Yeah, she doesn't want to talk about it. There's no star, but like, what? I don't know what you'd call it, so I assume she can't put it into words, but it was unpleasant. Maybe the creature that came out of his mouth, like, came and diddled her. He Frenched her with the creature. Okay, well, yeah. I feel like this is a good place to stop, but I'm not sure if I should hit continue first or not. Thinking yes? Because it's going to make me watch that montage again at the beginning anyways, right? Maybe there'll be another side mission I can go through real quick. I think I'm going to hit continue. I don't have any more notes, right? Yeah, whatever.
You can stop looking at me like that. You've made me do this. And don't try and escape. You're all tied up. Now tell me the truth. Is this a dream?
It feels like a dream. Fuck. That's the fancy dress she's got on. A lot less tacky than the other shirt. Yes, I think this is a dream. Then again, she tied me up, and we've basically confirmed that she's dumb. I don't know. Feels like a dream. It's all fuzzy. There's echoes.
That's a good doctor. Yes, it's all a big dream. So let's get down to business. Do you believe that people can have kinetic powers?
Yes. I don't believe in magic, but I think I do believe in the concept of the shared consciousness and sane people being able to edit that. Some people are just more aware of it and they have bigger influence on our world. You do. I don't know how to put it into words, but yeah. I think there's more than what we can see around us. Even though I'm like very anti-afterlife. The brain soup, some might call it. Yes, people can have kinetic powers. And these are probably going to be yes and no's, so I'll just keep using this.
And how do we treat people with kinetic powers? Do we encourage them or do we discourage them?
Well, we discourage them because nobody should have that kind of power. That's like fucked up.
Very good, Doctor. That's the right answer. Remember it, or there will be consequences. Now, since I'm here, let's have a little bit of fun.
No!
Doctor?
No! Don't do it! Please. Right, so I just realized, yeah, I have been actively discouraging these people. Like, I am actually trying to help them, I think. I'm not being nice to them. I'm telling them what I think they need to hear. However, words. Right. I'm saying if I thought I was going to go for a full insanity thing, I would probably have. It'd probably been good to encourage them to do crazy things, right? So, yeah, I don't think we're getting that, are we? Also, going back to the part where we told Nathan to, like, burn the chair and the pictures, I told him the pictures, and he ended up burning both because the pictures are superficial. I wonder if I would have got a better outcome if I told him to burn the chair, because then he'd still have the pictures, right? I don't know. I don't know. Right, well, I hope that was a dream, because they, just poked me in the eyes or something with some fucking pliers, and that's not okay. Unless they were sexy pliers.
There's someone else in my hour.
I brought David back to life.
I removed the chains, dressed her.
It was Iris.
We could try shifting now.
Would you like to see David, Doctor?
Sorry.
We've both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind.
I'm not broke.
It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are
Grateful if you could see your way to declaring me
insane, or at least
temporarily insane.
There was no flame. And then there was.
I'll kiss a guy,
I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
and then he just follows me
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
wherever I go.
I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Drems.
Morning, Doctor. You're looking a bit unwell. Are they getting you all wound up? Well, have a look at this. I found it in Dropbox. Apparently, Dr. Dekker lent Mariana some money. Sounds dodgy, doesn't it? I also got the toxicology report back from Officer Yates, and shocker, Dr. Dekker had... Sorry, you just have to read it. I should have spoiler alert tattooed on my forehead. And can we not do the grief counselling thing today? I'm all sorts of behind on work, and I'm getting more stressed out watching it all pile up. If you need anything, though, I'm here.
Lynn, Scarlet, Jaya, Mariana, Nathan, here, the whole gang. I know you can't really see this one clearly anymore at the top, but we finally got like a good look at it, I think. Let's see, there's obviously like a face, there's like spooky jack-o'-lantern eyes and like a mouth. Turn it the other way though, it looks like a spider's face with the mustache, I guess. I don't know what this line would represent in that case. He's got some big old fangs. Or, if we ignore the white entirely, it looks like a tower, a lighthouse. Maybe the Circle of Magi from Dragon Age. Like a reflection of it going off into the lake here. And, yeah, I think I consistently see all of them. I can buy any of them. Can't give you a straight answer on which one it is. Sounds like there's a lot of things happening. You lend her money. We should probably start with that next time. And by that, I mean next time. I guess that also explains why why her checks are good now. But yeah, that's why she keeps moving around, because she steals people's money. Not necessarily murder them, but takes their fucking money. So, like, it's not incriminating in my mind, but still sus. Anyways, I think that's all I've really got time for. Or, obviously I have all the time in the fucking world right now, but I want to do other things. Try to use this time in the most productive way possible, so yeah. I'll see you guys next time, I guess. Hopefully, there'll be enough time to get through all these people, and then we'll move on to another chapter. I think maybe 2-3 more sessions of this. Right, we're on chapter 4 now, so, yeah. This could very well take 2 things. We'll see. Anyways, I'm out. I'm gone. Bye-bye. There's my butt, right down there.